Hey man, say man. It's your boy Beau Rakes, man.
You don't want to go there and make pesos.
Yeah, like it's just kind of to support, just to get by, like just to support yourself, like just as like a little bit of.
Like go over there. Look, I see a lot of.
I want to teach English too. Like that'd be another thing I could do.
Make money, but come with your own money.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of guys, I see them on some of them ex-military in there. I mean, not retired military. They may have disability. Disability may be only $1,500, $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
And so they buy pussy, they party.
But that's my thing, man. I can live on $1,000 a month. Like in Montreal, I was on unemployment. Mm-hmm. I was making $2,000 a month, and I was saving $1,000 a month.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Yeah.
But some of these guys, they have an extremely high pussy bill, so they want to fuck pussy all day, every day, and they pay.
And pussy is expensive no matter if you're paying for it directly or indirectly. It's always expensive.
I call it the pussy bill.
Yeah.
I ask people all the time, how much is your pussy bill? And they don't never think about it. Well, if you take your girl out shopping and eating out every day, that's a pussy
even
bill.
if you don't, if she's not one of those material girls that want to go shopping, you're taking her out. Every bill is double.
Yeah, every bill is double.
That was my problem in South America. Like I went way over my budget because I'd go out to I went to all these amazing restaurants because I would go on Tinder and be like, hey, where should we go? Mm-hmm. But every single bill I ever paid was double than what it should have been.
Right. So if you go out with 3-4 girls a week, you spend
7. Yeah.
Let's say bare minimum 3.
Yeah.
But that's how you set your money on fire. I call it setting your money on fire.
Yeah.
But then that's why it's good to just go get with one woman or two and just have a routine.
Exactly.
But if you're in a new city, you're gonna.
And then they don't mind if you just hang out at home for a night and
they like a refrigerator full of groceries.
Yeah. Watch a movie, eat some popcorn, fucking drink a beer.
Having food for their friends, their family, and shit like that. All right, man. What you want to let people know about the fuckery, man? Tell me about some of your debauchery stories. Let's get into it. Tell me some wild shit, man.
All right, man.
We're gonna call this episode "Travel Debauchery."
All right, I'll start off with my most epic story, my most crazy story. It's called the Mushroom Girl story.
Okay.
So I told the story to a buddy who was in the military, and he tells me, he's like, I was in the military for 4 years, and we tell some fucked up stories. Mm-hmm. That was the most fucked up story I've ever heard. And we were eating it at dinner at camp while we were working, and mushroom soup was the soup of the day. So they were eating mushrooms while I was telling it, because that's what reminded me of the story. Mm-hmm. So I was seeing this girl in Chile. She was a freak. Mm-hmm. Like she was bi. Like she fucked a lot of girls. She'd only ever come from getting fucked by girls. So I'd fucked her and she came and I fucked her in the ass and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I call it calm down.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, she was fucked. So I was like, I want to fuck your throat.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, okay, we can do it. And she's like, no, I'll throw up. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. She's like, no, we can do it, but we have to go do it in the shower, in the bathtub. I was like, all right. So we go to the bathtub, turn the shower on, nice warm water. Yeah. I just grab her, fucking start fucking her throat, and she's puking all over me, puking, and I'm just keep fucking her. She's puking, and all of a sudden I notice there's a little piece of somehow, I don't know what we ate. There's a slice of mushroom, a perfectly round slice of mushroom, floating down the tub, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm still fucking puking. It goes right down, falls right in the drain, perfectly plugs off the drain. So now the tub is filling up with fucking pukey water, and I'm like, okay, I gotta solve this problem. What do I do? Okay, I'm gonna pretend I gotta go pee. So I step out of the tub, and all in one motion, grab the mushroom, put it in the garbage, and hold my dick like I'm taking a piss. She's like, I'm like, because I don't. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I gotta lie because I'm trying to humiliate this girl. And I don't want to embarrass her. Humiliating a girl and embarrassing a girl is a different thing.
That's why she's sucking.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I was like, I gotta lie. I was like, oh, I'm just taking a piss. She's like, oh no, don't waste it. You can clean me off. So I go back in the fucking tub and start pissing all over her, pissing all the mushroom residue and puke residue off her fucking face.
So they say the ultimate form of submission is a woman allow you to piss on her.
Oh yeah, man. I piss on lots of girls, man. I love it. I love pissing on girls.
They call me Young R. Kelly. Licking on toes. Yeah, that's crazy. So, but I guess when you make a woman comfortable and she can be the slut or freak or whore she want to be.
Yeah.
And she'll just go all in. Because I always ask a woman, what's your kinks?
Yeah.
Some men don't open that door. I want to know what your keeps, what
Yeah.
wild shit you into, goddamn it. That's funny as fuck. Did you hook up with her again after that?
Oh yeah. So it actually gets way better.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
So she fucking, I totally forgot. So that was probably the second night we were hanging out, second day we were hanging out that happened. So the first day we went to the pharmacy. We got this like lube that she liked, this like icy hot lube, like makes your pussy tingle or whatever. Second night, so and then the next day that the mushroom story happened. The day after that, my dick grew some little white spots on it. And I was like, I have herpes. I was like, I'm fucked. My life is over. So I'm like freaking out all night. Actually, and then I also noticed a little bit of like white chunks coming out of her vagina.
Yeast infection.
Thank you. That's where I was getting at.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't know it at the time.
I thought you was gonna tell the world that your dick started growing mushrooms.
It did. So the next day we went out, and I'm like, all right, if we're gonna fuck tonight, I'm so drunk, we have to get some Viagra. So we went and got Viagra and condoms because there was like because of that white shit. So I bought condoms, which I don't usually do. So that night I started fucking her with. Took the Viagra, rock hard, put the condom on, started fucking her, pulled the condom out. It was like cottage cheese, like a coating of cottage cheese around the condom.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, she was like, oh my God, what the fuck? So she freaks out, I freak out. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, my dick is itchy as fuck. I go in the bathroom, and there's little white spots all over my dick. And I was like, I have herpes, like I'm fucked. Like this is it, I'm done. Like my hot streak has ended.
Yeah.
So I'm freaking out, and I can't sleep. I'm Googling herpes dick, like pictures of dicks all over my phone, like just Googling fucking everything. And she's like, just go to sleep, we'll go to the urologist in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden I think, wait, cheese in the vagina. My buddy in college told me that guys can get yeast infections. So I Googled yeast infection, male penis, and it could have been my dick on the pictures. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Like no one has ever been more thankful to have a yeast infection as in the world.
So was that your first time Googling dicks?
Well, of course not. Like, I was like, what's this red spot? What's this fucking itchy spot? But yeah, man, like I was so thankful to have a yeast infection. So next day we go to the doctor. He's like, hey, I'll cut your foreskin off right now. I was like, no, like I'm good. Like just give me the medicine. So, like I said, the first night we went and bought the lube. Second night we went and bought the condoms and Viagra.
Right.
Third night, the same pharmacy, we go and fill a prescription for a bunch of yeast infection medication. So this pharmacist would have been like, what the fuck are these two retards doing with each other? But funny story, I got circumcised when I was 29 years old.
You would?
Yeah.
You got circumcised at 29?
29 years old, yeah.
What made you go ahead and pull the trigger after that though?
So my ex, first night we were hanging out, I was absolutely blackout drunk. The last thing I remember is asking her to kiss me. The next thing I remember is me kind of coming to consciousness on top of her, this sweaty ass, fat ass ginger, blood literally spraying out of my dick. I tore the fucking banjo string.
That just made my dick hurt.
I tore the fucking banjo string. I get up, I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I'm like holding my dick. She's like, no, it's okay. I'm a virgin, it's me, I'm a virgin. She was a virgin. Her first time having sex was this sweaty fat ginger on top of her, drunk out of my mind, bleeding in, on, all over. So I run to the shower, and I don't speak Spanish at this point. So I'm yelling at her like, take the fucking sheets off the bed, because I was already charged $50 in Bolivia because a girl bled on my sheets. Right. That was a different, I'm pretty sure that's the girl that gave me the yeast infection originally. So I'm like, get the fucking sheets off the bed and blah, blah, blah. So I tore my banjo string, had to wear a condom for the next little bit. And then I got that yeast infection. That's when he offered to cut my dick off. And then I went to, when I was in Canada, I was fucking this chick, and I'm fucking her. And my dick tore again. So it was bleeding again. So she gives me a condom.
So you were just into rough fucking, huh?
Oh, fuck yeah. Dry, fucking rough, whatever.
Yeah.
So she gives me a condom. I put the condom on. I start fucking her. The condom falls off. I was like, whatever. I keep fucking her, blood everywhere. Fucking pull out, cum in her mouth. I fucking like pulled her down, cum in her mouth. She looks up at me. There's blood running down her fucking chin. I grab a towel, wipe her face, tell her to go shower. I was supposed to drive her to work that day. Because I was like, whenever I'm fucked up on cocaine, I get so fucking horny at like 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, horny as fuck. Hey, I'm coming over. She's like, okay, but if I'm gonna miss my bus, so you have to drive me to work. So I go over, bang on her door. She's on the first floor of this shitty ass apartment building. Go in, do all that, condom off, fucking blood in the mouth, wipe the face off. I go back to my car and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm gonna leave right now. I'm gonna leave. Okay, fuck it. As soon as I put it in gear, she comes out of her house. I was like, fuck. So I drove her all the way to work. But the funny thing is, as I was leaving her apartment, I look on the ground, there's a Magnum condom wrapper open on the ground. Yeah. And I was like, well, no wonder it fucking fell off. Right. Like, it was a fucking Magnum. So I drove her to work completely in silence, never talked to her again.
No shit.
Yeah.
So, white boys do different things different than black guys, right? So when you fucking bitches raw, do you ask to come in them? Or, cause I never see a white boy buy rubbers. I just don't know any white boys who, is typically.
I don't know. Yeah. As I'm like probably 15 seconds before I'm about to come, I go, where do you want me to come? Mm-hmm. And they tell me. Yeah. I had to learn how to say that in Spanish. Yeah. So.
What you say? Your leche? What you say?
¿Dónde quieres la leche?
Yeah. Okay.
Where do you want the Where do you want the milk?
Yeah,
where do you want the milk? Yeah.
Okay. Fucking hilarious. To the fuckery, man. That's a funny ass
Fuck
story.
yeah, dude.
So like, what's been the country that has the most fuckery or debauchery? Like whorehouses. Like the first time I went to Panama, that was the first place I seen the drive up whorehouses. The drive up place. The garage you drive your car in, you rent the room.
Yeah. So they have that there. They have that in. They have that in Peru. It's
DR. Yeah.
It's very popular in Peru. Fuck, I forget the name of them.
They call them cabanas where we at.
Yeah, I know. There's a different name in Panama, and then Peru. I know. It's like the love room, man. You basically just roll up and drive in. You pay by the hour.
Yeah. I fell asleep on the bitch one night. I slept about 4 hours in that
You get your rest in, but you get it where you can, man. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
as far as for me, the most debauchery was definitely Colombia. Like just $3 grams of cocaine.
Yeah. Cocaine
can't mess with that. And then I've paid for sex twice in my life. Mm-hmm. First time I was in Medellin, and I was like at this bar, 4 a.m. bar closed. I was sitting outside waiting for my Uber or whatever, and this fat. Not okay. I shouldn't say that. This overweight black woman came up to me, and there was two of them. There was two fat black women came up to me, and they're like, "Oh my God, Papi, like let's go home. Like we will whatever, blah blah."
So when you say black, you just mean dark skinned Colombians?
No, they were darker than normal Colombians. Like they were they looked very black. So from Jamaican, I don't know what.
But were they speaking Spanish or were they?
Yeah. Of course, yeah. They were speaking
Spanish.
So
in like Colombia, they have a darker population.
Yeah.
Like in Choco, I think it's like where the black Colombians are.
Yeah, but so they were the darkest version of Colombians.
Okay, good.
So they're touching me all over, and then I'm like, no, fuck off. Like she's like, all right, give me your number. So we changed numbers. And then I went home, and then I realized my wallet was missing. They pickpocketed me. But the funny thing is, it was a wallet exactly the same one I have now. There was nothing in it. There was no money. There was no nothing. It was just empty.
So they was practicing.
Yeah. So they just stole my empty wallet, and then I was high. I got some cocaine on the way home. I was high, so I'm obviously horny, and I was like, hey, come over. I'll pay you 90,000 pesos if you stay with me for the night, and blah blah blah. And so she ends up coming over. I'm fucking her, and I'm like, all right, I gotta show my boys this. So I'm like, I'll pay you extra if I can take a picture. So I took pictures of her, like tits down to here, like just the worst hooker. Like of all the prostitutes I could have fucked in Colombia, this was probably the worst one.
But she came a big fat girl.
Oh yeah,
did she at least give you good head or whatever?
No, not even. She wouldn't touch my dick. I had to put a condom on and fuck her, and that was it. And then when I pulled out, I took the condom off and blew on her stomach, and she freaked out.
Did she?
Yeah, she was like, what? Oh my God! Like she didn't want my semen touching her.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude. So another night in Medellin. The next night, I was going to a football match with like a tour. So I made the mistake. I didn't leave enough time. I was supposed to go to the ATM, get money out, come back, put it away, and then go back out.
Right.
But I didn't leave myself enough time. So I went to the ATM, and then I went right there. I had 600,000 pesos, like $300 or whatever, in my pocket. Went to the football match. I had blow, buying alcohol in the stadium illegally because you're not allowed to sell alcohol there.
Yeah.
And So we're all hammered. We go back. We go up to this rooftop bar, get drunk. Last thing I remember is me. I picked up. I'm pretty sure I got drugged because I picked up. I wasn't that drunk. I picked up two. I ordered 2 drinks. I picked them up and I turned around. And that's the last thing I remember. Next thing I remember, I woke up in my bed the next day, no money, my safe in my room empty. Like I still to this day don't know what happened, but like I'm fairly either I blacked out, which could happen, but the fact that I could remember everything up until that point, and the fact that I was doing cocaine,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got what's that flower they blow in your face?
Yeah,
So yeah, that might have happened to me.
So, were you with a woman then?
No, I was just on my own, just solo travel. But I was with a tour.
Talk about once you get fucked up, grab the drink, you doing the blow and shit.
Yeah.
How do you get back to the room?
I have no idea.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody had to have guided you there.
Well, what I'm thinking is I think what happened is I took a taxi home, and I had no money on me at this point, and I said I'll be right back. Went to my apartment, grabbed the money, came back out, and gave it to him. Mm-hmm. So I think between the, because I have a foggy memory of taking a taxi home,
right.
But between those last 2 drinks that I ordered and the taxi home, I no memory.
I fell asleep in a taxi last night. When I woke up, I had drool all over my fucking shirt. I was like, that was fucked up, you know, because the liquor and shit don't hit you until you just stop. You know, once you sit down.
Until you stand up, man.
Yeah.
Once you stand up, especially like me and my buddy, we had a buddy in college had a hot tub.
Yeah.
You sit in the hot tub for 5 hours chugging beers, and as soon as you stand up, especially when it's minus 40 outside and everything's frozen,
right.
You stand up out of the hot tub, you're like, holy fuck, like I'm drunk, and you try to get out of the hot tub, you slip off the stairs, and it's all icy. Yeah.
That's wild as fuck. All right, so what? That's buku fuckery in Colombia, and where other place? What?
So in Peru, I went to a cocaine bar.
Oh, okay.
You ever been to a cocaine bar?
No, I haven't been to a cocaine bar.
So, I was walking down the street. This chick I was banging, she used to date a drug dealer, and she was still in communication.
Was it by the cats park where all the cats and shit there?
No, it was Miraflores.
Yeah, Miraflores.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know. I honestly don't even know where it was.
Okay, yeah.
But she would get me the best cocaine I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Like 12 grams.
They call it Peruvian flake.
Yeah, the flake, the fish. They call it fish scale because it's shiny.
Yeah.
And she would cut it, like Buddy would cut it right off the brick, and she'd put it in my hand. And she's like, here's your 12 grams you ordered. Plus, I already busted up another gram for you.
Yeah.
I brought that shit back to Canada too.
No shit.
Yeah, man, I have a really good way of smuggling it back.
What's she charge you for the 12 grams of pepper?
160 Canadian. So 12 grams was 160 Canadian. 13 grams, so 120 American.
So she basically almost gave you a half ounce.
Yeah.
For under $200.
Yeah. So, anyways, the one night she's like, well, I'm gonna take you to this bar. You're really gonna like this bar. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So we're walking down the street, and she's like, I think it's this one. No, I think the next one is like this random little dark ass staircase in the middle of nowhere. Like not in the middle of nowhere, but like in the middle of the street. Like you couldn't. There's no lights.
You wouldn't have found it.
Yeah, exactly. She takes me down the stairs. I was like, what the fuck? Am I getting kidnapped right now? Like, there's been a multiple.